Hey everyone, this is Amos. Hope you're having a great week. Hope that you're experiencing the peace of God during this otherwise busy Christmas season. Wanted to follow up a little bit on that from last week's teaching. I was thinking more about how our enemies, right, the flesh, the devil, and the world work together. And I said, and I think there's probably more to this definition, but at its core, our flesh is competing with God to be God. And when you look at who God is and what it means to be God, it helped clarify some things for me. So, God is, right, omniscient, which means he knows everything, omnipresent, which means he's everywhere at the same time, omnipotent, which means he has all power, and he's the judge. And you can see how the flesh makes us believe that we should be or can be God in each of those areas. So if we're omnipotent, of course, we think that we should never make a mistake, that we should always be right, that we have the angle on truth. And so if someone disagrees with us, right, they're kind of like evil or ignorant or wrong at best. Our potence makes us think that we can control all the outcomes, whether it's people in your life or your finances or your circumstances or your children, right? The flesh in us says, well, you should be omnipotent. And finally, omnipresent. There's, especially among millennials, this real fear of missing out. That's one of the reasons why millennials won't commit to things ahead of time, because they're afraid that if they say yes to this arrangement or appointment on Friday night, something better might come up. And we want to be everywhere all the time and never miss out on any experience that might be good. That's the flesh talking. One other thing that comes up, right, is God as judge. So on the one hand, our flesh makes us self-righteous, where we see how our actions are justified and good and can be explained maybe by our upbringing, and someone else's, they're wrong. Their actions cannot be justified. They've broken the law. They've broken the standard. They're no good. So just one of those ways I think that we can get ourselves wound up, cause anxiety in us. And on that subject, just want to clarify, make sure everyone knows that in the Vineyard, we pray for healing. We see God's peace come through all the time. That doesn't mean you stop taking your meds. It doesn't mean that you might not need medication. Sort of like what Jesus did when the lepers were healed by him. He didn't say, it doesn't matter what the doctors say, it doesn't matter what the priests say, you're good, just jump back into society. No, he sent them to the people, the only people in that culture who could say, yes, I give you a clean bill of health and you can reintegrate. You're not contagious. You're okay. You don't need your meds. So in the Vineyard, whether it's mental illness or anxiety or praying for healing for cancer, we're always going to send you to the doctor. We're not going to pretend to prescribe or unprescribe medicine. So looking forward to this Sunday. We're going to be talking about joy this week. Where the kingdom is, there is joy in breaking. So, all right. See everybody.